Think random encounters in Red Dead Redemption 2 are just small distractions. But if you actually pay attention, some of them can lead to rewards, rare items, or even hidden opportunities. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few encounters and locations that become much more valuable if you approach them differently. I used to ignore these moments completely, but once I started interacting with them instead of riding past, I realized how much content I was missing. Alright, let's talk about something a little wild. Near a camp, you'll see a man struggling to fix his horse's shoe. You think you're doing him a favor by stepping in, but the horse is having none of it. Suddenly, the horse kicks the guy hard, and bam, he's out cold. Here's where things get interesting. If you're quick enough, you can swoop in and take that horse for yourself. It's a rare breed with amazing stamina and health, perfect for your travels. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about saving him or stealing his horse. You see, when I tried to save him, things went a little sideways. Instead of just saving him, I decided to hog-tie him before he got kicked. But right when I was about to grab the horse, the game reloaded and it said, "You've brought an enemy back to camp." So I got into a whole mess with that one. Now, I'm curious, did any of you manage to save him and still get the horse? Let me know your experience in the comments, because I want to know how this played out for you. Now imagine this. You're riding near Emerald Ranch and you spot something strange. There's a woman pinned under her horse, screaming for help. Her cries echo through the wilderness, and she's in serious trouble. You rush over and lift the horse off her, giving you some much-needed honor points. But it's not just about helping her out. As you help her up, she tells you her heartbreaking story.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, yes, just lift as hard as you can. Oh, thank you, you saved me. Oh, that was bad.
Okay, sure.
I could have been stuck here and starved or eaten. Oh, you poor, dumb animal. Oh.
She's a woman with a past, struggling to find work after losing her husband. She's traveling alone, trying to build a future for herself and her son, but things aren't easy. She even talks about being offered a job as a seamstress by a wealthy man. Sounds too good to be true, right? But desperate times call for desperate measures. She knows the risks, but she feels like she has no other choice.
Thank you so much.
Hey, boy.
Do you know Valentine? I live there.
No problem.
I don't normally travel this far alone, you know. I was off inquiring about a possible new line of work. I'd borrowed a friend's horse for the trip. See, my husband... Well, it's just me and my boy now, and it's hard to find work.
I'm sure it is.
A good opportunity. That's what I'm looking for. Not much work for a woman with a boy to raise. I won't work in no saloon, but I've got sharp eyes and quick hands. I was hoping to get a job working as a seamstress. A wealthy man said he'd pay me for the work.
Sounds promising. Also doesn't sound real.
Oh, you may be right, I suppose. He said he'd provide room and board for me and for my child. He wanted to meet me first.
I'd be careful with offers like that, ma'am.
I can't afford to dismiss offers like these, even if they do seem... odd.
Just be careful is all I'm saying.
I may not have another opportunity like this. And now I'll have to pay Mildred back for her horse.
It sure sounds like you're in a hard position.
You finding me is the only good thing that's happened to me in a long while, sir. close now. Just a little further.
Just what is your deal?
As you drop her off at her home, she thanks you for saving her life and gives you a silver emblem ring. But here's the question. What's the real significance of that ring in the game? What did Rockstar want us to learn from this encounter? I've got my theories, but I want to hear yours. Drop them in the comments below.
Will you be all right from here?
I'll find my way. Thank you, sir.
Moving on to Flatneck Station, you're going to want to keep an eye out for a really interesting encounter. You spot a stranger getting robbed by the O'Driscoll boys. You decide to intervene and take them out. And when you knock them out cold, the stranger is beyond grateful.
Arthur Morgan himself!
But what's even cooler is that he tells you about a wagon nearby that you can loot. There's a box inside that's locked, and if you have a lockbreaker, you're in luck. You can get to the goods right away.
I guess you've done me a service. Hey, look, the stage company's gonna write this off as a robbery anyway. If you can get in that lockbox, you can take what you want from it. It ain't stealing if it's already stolen.
Got that right. Word of advice? You see anyone might could be an O'Driscoll, head the other way.
But if you don't have the lockbreaker, no problem. A couple of shots will get you in, though it's not without its own challenges. And here's another part of this encounter that I absolutely love. As you're leaving with the wagon, you'll see two deer fighting. It's a random event, but if you can pull off a clean headshot with a bow, you'll always get a perfect pelt. So, grab that bow and get ready for some action. Next, let's talk about another emotional moment near shoreline. You find a man lying near a broken boat. At first, you think he's a goner, but as you approach, he surprises you. He's still alive. He hands you a letter, and the moment you read it, you realize it's a love letter to Bonnie McFarlane. This is one of those tragic Easter eggs that Rockstar sprinkled into the game. He writes about his love for Bonnie, how he wants to marry her, and how he plans to prove himself to her father, even though he knows the odds are against him. As he dies in your arms, you're left with a heavy heart and a loot box filled with some useful items. $4.64, Guarma rum, chewing tobacco, and a second loot box.
Playing at? I'll help you die. That's what you want.
But it doesn't stop there. Just as you're about to leave, there's another man camping nearby, and for some reason, he's hostile. It's kill or be killed. After dealing with him, you can open the second box and find a silver pocket watch and gin, more treasure from this tragic moment. Finally, let's head over to Flatneck Station again, this time to find a house where you can meet Emmet Granger, one of the gunslingers you can challenge later. But if you haven't started the mission yet, you'll encounter a random NPC who'll try to intimidate you. Hogtie him. Not only will you get him out of your way, but you'll also find a special item, the Rodeo hat. That's not all though. When you loot his house, you'll find a carbine repeater, potent horse stimulant, and a harmonica.
Doggone it! Someone help! What the heck?
Now, I'm just gonna check your pockets.
And while this guy's horse isn't rare, it's got good stamina and looks beautiful. If you pair it with the right saddle, it'll serve you well on your journeys. And that's it for today's hidden secrets and bizarre encounters in Red Dead Redemption 2. These moments are scattered throughout the game, and each one tells its own unique story. But guess what? I've got so many more of these moments lined up, and I'll be back with even more next time. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more amazing game moments. What was your favorite encounter in this video? Drop a comment below and let's chat about it. Catch you all in the next one.